Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video I'm going to highlight 11 altcoins that I feel are like must holds for 2022. Now these are, obviously my opinions. This shouldn't be seen as financial advice because it certainly isn't that. I am not a financial advisor and this should be treated as educational purposes only. The only thing that I'm going to say is you should definitely go research these projects so you can make an informed decision on your own accord whether these are the projects that you want to invest in. With that said, I appreciate you taking the time to watch today's video. If you enjoy this sort of content and you really want to support the channel, it's much appreciated. Mash up that like button rather than smash it, mash it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Don't forget to join us in Discord. Link is in the description of the video. It's free to join. It's where we keep everyone sort of informed on anything big, crypto related news or cheeky crypto news. So, it's a great place to be. You can chat with like-minded individuals about the projects you love 24/7. And we also have a membership section on Patreon as well. Link is in the description. We'd love to have you as a member. We highlight every single move that we make in this market, whether that's buys, sells, if we're staking, unstaking, all that sort of stuff. We do 2 AMAs every week, Nick and myself, a bit like Teams meetings where you can ask us anything. Keep your cameras on or off, it's up to you. But it's a fantastic way to interact with us, one-to-one or as a bit of a group. So we'd love to have you as a member. We're doing it super cheap. We'd rather help more people than have a high price and have less people be able to access it. It's £10 for the all access membership that I was just referring to, plus VAT. Do check it out. We'd love to have you as a member. But in the meantime, right, the reason why we're all here, let's get down to the desktop. Let's have a look at the 11 projects or altcoins that I'm picking out that I think, are must holds and are going to do really well in 2022. My opinion only. Okay, so we're going to start with the really obvious ones, the projects that a lot of people are already talking about, that are already sort of way up there, sort of in the top 100, top 50. So we're going to start with the really strong projects that a lot of people already know and talk about. So Polkadot. Now I don't think Polkadot's really done the sort of moves that it's likely to do. I think it's at least a 2x in this bull cycle. I do believe that there's going to be better opportunities to get into this one than 27.39. We are expecting a pullback, so like I said, no FOMOing in. This is the time to go research these projects if you're unaware of them and you don't understand what it is that they're doing and whether it's a good investment for you. And obviously, just because I love these projects and believe that they're going to do really well in 2022, you need to find the projects that resonate well with you. So obviously this is all around parachains. Obviously, the actual founder of Polkadot used to work on Ethereum, along with like Charles from Cardano as well. And this is a project that you've got parachains now, you've got projects starting to launch, and I think this one's going to do really, really well, really focusing on the quality projects and that side of things. I'm expecting big things from Polkadot. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on Polkadot. Really interested to know. Moving on, Cardano. An absolute steal at the moment, in my opinion, but I do think that you're likely to get it cheaper at some point in the coming, week or two. Ranked number 7. It had to make this list. It's getting a lot of flack as a project, although others seem to be able to do no wrong in this space. I'm going to talk about some of the projects that are really heavily VC owned, and the VCs potentially own a lot of the media outlets, right? So Cardano gets some unfair criticism, in my opinion, and I think long term that the tech that sat behind it is immense, and I expect it to do really well. As soon as like the projects start launching on the mainnet, we're going to start to see some real FOMO. So I'm expecting the price to do really well. And the way that I look at it from a fundamental viewpoint is it's been at $3 10, I believe, its all-time high, and the project's in a much better place than it was back then from a fundamental point of view. So at the moment, I think it's undervalued. But do let me know in the comments below whether you agree, right? And obviously, you know, go take a look at their website. I always say to go to CoinMarketCap. You can just click on there. You've got all the data down the side as well. Down here you can see all the all-time highs, the circulating supply, and so on. So, you know, just go and do that if you haven't looked into Cardano already. Moving on, again, another solid project, ranked 16. Chainlink, again, I don't think it's done what it's, you know, it could have done, and we're expecting it to do at 25.75. Again, expecting this to do really well. Do let me know in the comments below, you know, what your thoughts and opinions are on Chainlink. Again, this is sort of the oracle of all oracles, in my opinion, at the moment. First mover advantage isn't always the main thing, but this particular project is so integrated, you know, with so many projects. I think the first mover advantage is key sort of in this sector of sort of bringing in real world data into the blockchain and vice versa and all that sort of wonderful stuff. So do read up on Chainlink. Again, a solid project that I don't feel is going anywhere. You know, as in, like, it's not going to ever be a dead project. I think it's, you know, cemented its place in blockchain, and I think it's going to be here for forever, to be quite frank. But do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Really interested to know. Moving on, we've got Elrond. This had to make the list. It's ranked 40 at the moment. Again, I think it, you know, it's a top 10 project in the future, in my opinion. Some really huge news recently with a partnership with I think it was 𝗖𝗎𝗪𝗪, if memory serves me correctly. Been as high as $540. It's massively down. I think it's undervalued. Although at the time, I think 540, it was probably overvalued. But, you know, ultimately, fantastic opportunity. You know, if we do get another pullback in the market, could be found with Elrond. So definitely worth digging into it. The internet scale blockchain is live, as they put it. They've got a launch pad now, an exchange, a DEX exchange, which, you know, again, you know, fantastic staking rewards and all that wonderful stuff. So definitely go dig into this project. It's well worth a you know, a few hours research on this one. Definitely worth it. Okay, moving on, VeChain, ranked 34. Obviously a well-known project. We've been talking about it for over a year. Did fairly well earlier in the year, sort of around May, I think it was. What we got here, yeah, April. So yeah, around April, did really well. You know, quarter of a dollar, you know, 25 cent plus. And even that I kind of felt was undervalued at the time. But at this price, it's an absolute steal. You know, you've got the VUSD, so the stable coin, which is going to bring DeFi applications or dApps to the protocol. You've got the POA upgrade, the 2.0 upgrade, that is, you know, again, making it more scalable, more secure, and all that wonderful stuff. A real solid project that, you know, definitely needs some research to be done if you haven't spent any time on it. Just you know, expect a lot of FUD out there around, you know, China and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, you just have to take a look at the partnership list that this project has. And obviously we're now starting to see you know, more utility brought to VeChain with different use case. So fantastic project that I expect to do really well in 2022. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. Really interested to know. Okay, moving on. Harmony One, ranked 43 at the moment, at 34.23. Again, I think this one's it's going to do really well. I love everything that the team is doing at the moment, obviously around the DAOs. I've talked about DAOs. I think they're going to be really big in 2022. You've got Web3, you've got Metaverse that's coming. You know, you've got lots of funding, lots of projects starting to pop up on the ecosystem now. Really solid project, but they're focusing on bridging all chains. And, you know, Nick and myself have again talked about this one since 0.5%. I think this one is positioned really well, particularly with like the issues that you see with the likes of Solana, you know, going offline, you know, how slow Cardano's been to get sort of projects launched on the mainnet. I do feel that Harmony is it's setting itself up to do really, really well in 2022. But I am interested to get your views and opinions on it. Do sort of dig into this project if you haven't already. Nick and myself have talked in recent videos that we expect new all-time highs for Harmony in the short, medium term. So, yeah, a fantastic project to take a look at. Moving on, Singularity DOW up 8.29% at the time of recording at $1.26. This has been as high as like $6 plus. Fantastic project. Again, just like all of the projects that we've talked about before this one, solid team, solid tech, great use case, right? And you know, with this particular project, we just launched the app here. You've now got Dynasets. Obviously, they've done a release on how well the Dynasets are performing. You've got a launch pad. You've got your swap. You've got your yield farming and staking and all that wonderful stuff. Obviously, utilizing artificial intelligence in the background to outperform the market, a bit like a blockchain hedge fund of sorts. Now, a lot of people will sort of raise concerns around ETH fees, but you can do this on the Binance Smart Chain, so do dig into that. So you know, you haven't got to have those extortionate fees. You see it here, like you've got Binance Smart Chain now, so you can avoid those fees, and I really do like that. And I think it's a feature that, you know, is going to really support this project in sort of propelling to the next phase. But we expect big things from Singularity DOW in 2022. I think it's going to be a fantastic year. Moving on, we've got Polyswarm. So again, this was a project that we called out at about 0.5%. 0.5% seems to resonate really well with Cheeky Crypto. We pick out an awful lot of projects at about that price point. Now up to 10 cent 81, down 24.27% at the time of recording. I did say that we needed to wait and see this one sort of cool down after doing like 400 odd percent, and that might be an understatement. It probably did much more, but if we have a look at it here, we highlighted it somewhere down here, and obviously it's gone all the way up here. I mean, it went as high as 16 cent. Again, a fantastic project with a great use case. The mainnet's gone live recently. This is a project we're going to start to talk about more and more on this channel. You know, in talks with the team about potential interviews in the future and that sort of thing, as we sort of take out some of the roadmap as they sort of go through 2022. But we think this is going to be a big year for Polyswarm, so do dig into the project, take a look, and yeah, do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are as we sort of go through these projects. Moving on, Near Protocol ranks 17 at $19.72, down 1.82%. Again, we think this is a solid project. Lots of dev work going on. Reimagine your world. Again, we think this one's going to do really well worth digging into it, and do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Near Protocol. Moving on, Nunet, kind of part of the Singularity group or family of projects. Again, we think this one's going to do really well. Obviously, Nick and myself are both invested in this project. The global economy of decentralized computing, again, it kind of makes it decentralized, so you haven't got the likes of Google and Amazon sort of taking full advantage and sort of being able to control the market in a way. Basically, Nunet lets anybody share and monetize their computing resources at scale to provide globally distributed, optimized computing power for decentralized networks. Again, this is another project where we had people call out early on about the ETH fees. It is listed on an exchange now, so you can check that out. Again, you can do this on the coinmarketcap.com website. You can see it here. Reason why I say you need to go do it and I don't just list the exchanges is because sometimes you can't, depending on where you live, access the exchange. So I always get you guys to do that. So yeah, that's number 10 out of the 11. But do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Nunet. It is so early for Nunet, and we expect this project to really do well. Such a small market cap at the moment. I know this data isn't quite accurate, but it's you know, it's going to be changed and updated shortly, I believe. Anyway, moving on, we've got Multivac up 8.29%. Again, a project that we've been in for a while. We highlighted it at, I think it was about 0.25%. Done massive growth. Obviously it's pulled back after the New Year announcement, but Nick and myself have back invested in this project, expecting it to do really well. We've got smart contracts, again, super cheap, and hackathons, and everything like that are starting to go live, kind of geared up really nicely for 2022. Obviously we're waiting for an update on the team and all that sort of wonderful stuff, but overall I think this project's going to do really well. I kind of think it's at that stage now where a lot of the hard work has been completed, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it progresses in 2022. Do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Multivac. But these are fantastic projects. I think there's 11 projects there that, you know, you could go research, find which one resonates with you, if any, and you know, make your own investment decisions upon doing your research. Ultimately, I really like these projects. I think they're strong in so many ways, and I know that utility and use case isn't something that is a big deal in the space currently, but in time, as the market matures, it will become that way, and the projects with the least amount of utility, less operability with other projects, are the ones that are probably going to fall and you know, in the dust and no longer exist. So for me and Nick, we're really focused on the projects with, you know, great use case, great team, great tech, and that are going to be around for a long time. If you like this sort of content, mash that like button, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.